Ready for a little quiz? Okay. You work at the factory and you play the lottery. This week, you win the big prize, hundreds of millions of dollars. The first thing you do is call your brother-in-law, the accountant. The second thing you do is hand in your resignation. So would you say that Powerball destroyed your job? That's what some Republicans would say. Second question, you work at the grocery. You've got 2 young kids at home, and it seems like you're working full-time just to afford the price of daycare. Then your Uncle Ned dies and leaves you enough money that you can cut your workload back to 3 days a week. Would you call Uncle Ned a job killer? Some Republicans would. Last question, you work on the loading dock. You're also a part-time inventor. You've got this great idea that could help tons of people, and you've got a chronic illness. To bring your idea to market, you'd have to quit the job and devote all your time to your invention. But you're worried that you'll never be able to buy new health insurance. Then the Affordable Care Act kicks in, and they can't turn you down anymore because of a pre-existing condition. So you quit the loading dock and start tinkering in the garage. Would you say the Affordable Care Act forced you from your job? Of course not, but lots of Republicans would. Flu isn't the only thing going around, apparently. We're also witnessing a major outbreak of stupid. Republicans reacting with total outrage, or so they claim, to this week's report from the Congressional Budget Office. That's right, the CBO issues a report that predicts the employment effects of millions of people getting coverage under Obamacare. Coverage that, like the rest of the civilized world, or maybe I should just say like the civilized world, coverage that doesn't depend on where you work or how many hours you work, that doesn't compel you to stay at the same job for a lifetime just so you can afford a chest x-ray every few years. People will have more choices, says the CBO, better choices. So some folks may actually choose to leave their jobs or cut back on their hours. Meanwhile, of course, all those jobs will now be available to other people who need them. In any rational world, that's a good thing, not something to rail against. Oh, did I mention we're talking about Republicans? Obamacare's destroying the economy. It's costing us millions of jobs. Not even close to true. But maybe we should cut them some slack on this latest playing dumb act. Some of them may not be playing